So you just shared with me a video on loneliness. A woman was asking, who do you go to for loneliness? And it cut to all of these men saying, nobody. It really got me. You know, if I'm thinking about our boys grown up and the thought of one of them saying that they had nobody to turn to when they're at their lowest, that cut me deep.
Talking about that video that's gone viral, who do men call?
Yeah.
And then it cuts to all these different men,
Yeah.
random men. Every single one of them, obviously it's been edited, but every single one of them said nobody.
Yeah.
And the other tagline they said was because no one cares.
Well, that's a pack of shit to begin with.
It is, but not for a lot of men. That's the rhetoric, and
Yeah.
that is the stereotype that a lot of men have bought into. We don't have friends as much as we have drinking buddies,
Yeah.
or acquaintances, or co-workers. We've got mates. There's not many friends. Who do you call? The average dude, like if their relationship with their father was crap, first port of call is usually dad, but there's such an epidemic out there with absent fathers that there's not many options there. Case in point right here. The stereotype of there's no one that men can call is actually alive and well. It's crap, but a lot of people, as I said, buy into it.
Thinking about, I guess, New Zealand culture compared to, say, other cultures of the world. I mean, you see men walking around in Turkey holding hands, I think.
Yeah, they do it as close to home as the Solomon Islands here. When I went there back in the 90s,
Yeah.
we were laughing at the men holding hands. I've got a Croatian mate who, when we first started kicking off our friendship, he would kiss me on the cheek whenever we met each other. And at first I was like, oh. But then something in me was like, that's cool, I'll take that.
It's genuine.
It was a genuine embrace from, mate, at that point he was a stranger, but
Yeah.
since then, relationship has formed, and if there was anyone that I would call, he'd be one of the dudes.
Yeah.
You've built a connection there. It's a I see you connection.
Yeah.
I remember watching Avatar, when they greet each other on that movie, they say to each other, I see you. Man, something went inside of me. If you're not seen, you're not seen. And you believe that, so you act in kind. You don't act vulnerable or contribute to the relationship as deeply as you would if you felt seen. But to be seen, you have to be vulnerable, and that's where men fall over, because we believe subconsciously, no one cares, no one knows what I'm going through, I'm supposed to have the answers, I'll figure this out, and we just carry on. We're not taught in our society to share burdens, we are taught to fix problems. I found that difficult for many years. Being a builder as well by trade, I'm paid to fix problems. I'm the provider. I'm the one they look to keep the lights on. I'm the only one who's going to do that. No one's going to help me. And part of that's true. Yes, you do as a man need to step up and get things moving. But sometimes you just need a mate. The other trap that we as men fall into is when we have reached out. We've reached out to other men who are stuck in the narrative that we're stuck in. So they don't know how to be a mate. They don't know how to be a friend. And they give you the same answers that I've just spouted off. Fix it. Stop crying. You'll be right, mate. Here, have another beer. There's these neighbours, right? One of them had just gone through a death in the family. These are the type of neighbours that with good friends share each other's tools, say good day when they're over the fence, all the rest of it. And this guy who lost, I think it was his wife, who was in a bad way, he just detached from everything, and he said he walked to the beach all night and his mate followed him. This is a good story. Didn't say a word, he just followed him at a distance, and when the sun came up he called up to him and said, let's go get some breakfast. Man, what a picture that is. You don't have to say much to dudes, just be there, because guys will figure it out. But sometimes you just need a mate to go, you'll get there, don't worry about it.
And if so many are experiencing the same thing, it just seems crazy that nobody is feeling brave enough to break the mold, break the silence.
Oh, we want to, we just need the tools. It's like an apprenticeship. This tool does this. It's the same with mental health. This tool will do this. Men are logical. We need to know that we're in it with someone else, that we're not alone. That's the first one, that you're not alone and there's a way out. Not that complicated.